No. I've spent probably the good part of today trying to figure out how to transfer my files over. That was really annoying. Um, I feel like trying to do Clip Studio Paint was a lot harder than God, what was it? OBS. I don't know what. I think because I had OBS, um, like I had the files all organized, but with like Clip Studio Paint, like how do I describe it? It's like yeah, the files are organized, but there's some like bullcrap with the different versions. There was like one version where everything was in, it was in like the documents, and that was pretty straightforward. But it was really difficult to transfer your files to like um newer versions. So like half of my day was just spent trying to figure out how can I do this. I'm not the only one with that problem, so it's good to know that I was able to transfer all my stuff over. So I was like, I'm not starting this over again. So yeah, I got most everything transferred over. There's still a couple emulators I need to re-download and try to get installed. What else? I'm not too sure. I am using only one monitor right now, so that's a little weird. Um, look back. So yeah, most of my day was just spent trying to figure this file transfer stuff over, and it was really difficult. I also am pretty sure the monitor that I'm currently using doesn't have a speaker, so um, that's different. Weird. I really do wish they had speakers. But maybe I'm asking too much. So right now I have my headphones hooked up to this computer via Bluetooth. I'm sort of using that as a speaker. I'm not wearing them right now because I don't need to. What's on the docket to doodle today? That's a great question. I have two sketch commissions that I need to finish up. I was gonna try to do that, although I just looked at the time. Unfortunately, it is 5:30, and I told my parents I'd make them dinner. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. They've been gone for a while. So let me just check my phone. Hold up. Sorry. I'm like, let me make sure they're still alive. Okay, now they're alive. Well, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna assume they're alive. Either way, I need to eat dinner as well, so it'll work out. I'm not gonna go crazy. I do think we have kebab. And I was like, okay, I could get my dad to show me. What? You can barely hear me. Oh god dang it. No, it's because like my microphone was like always right next to me when I was originally streaming. I might have just started streaming and I'm like, well, we'll figure everything else like live on air. Like, I mean, I know that's not professional, but like, whatever. So I don't know. I really got to figure out this mic situation. It's so difficult to like figure it out. Like it's so difficult to get it right. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it is really weird to have a monitor and a keyboard like all facing the same way. Like I don't have to twist my body to use the laptop keyboard, but not look at the screen for the laptop. The screen for the laptop was pretty small, at least compared to the monitor I was using. It was horrible. So that's really weird. Oh yeah, there's an OBS caption. Um, not project. No plugin. That's what it was. Um, so the other fun thing about OBS is that there wasn't really a clear way to back up all of your stuff. Like, yeah, you could save out your scenes and your profile, but you couldn't save out your plugins, which was very frustrating because I had to figure out okay, what plugins do I need? I'm doing more pony art today. I believe so. Although honestly, the stream could last anyway. Well, I have a feeling the stream's only gonna last like 5 minutes because I do need to go downstairs and start making dinner. Wouldn't that be wild if my parents were like back in and I had no idea? Oh, well, that'd be wild. I'm gonna. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, weird, but yeah, the VTuber tracking is a little bit better. Well, sort of. Every now and then it like glitches out. I think this is technically like the fancy like RTX tracking or whatever that means. I got no clue. All I know is that when I put it on, I was like, "Hey, it doesn't look too bad," and I was like, "Okay, I'm doing this." So yeah. Okay, I think there was a plugin I had for closed captioning. I think. I God, now I can't remember. I know there is a cat, but it was experimental. I don't think that's what I used. I think I must have used this one. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Samuel. What are you doing for dinner today? 'Cause I think my current plan is to make kebabs and then make a salad. I'm not trying to exert myself here. Ooh, you had taco. What did you get from Taco Bell? That sounds like a good time. Taco Bell's so good. I mean, I know it's like trash, but like, I mean, it's fast food. Like, I don't expect fine dining. Uh, OBS plugins. I have gotten pretty good about knowing how to do plugins for OBS because I've had to do that like 5 times today, and it's really annoying. Ooh, a cheese quesadilla with 3 supreme tacos. Ooh, what is a supreme taco? Are those like the hard shell or the soft shell, or are they like the both? Or I don't know whoever thought of that, but I mean that idea is next level. You get the best of both worlds, really. You get the crunchy and the soft taco at the same time. Ah, soft shell. Ooh. I like the hard shell, but I think it's because in my mind, I view the hard shell as more like special. Like you can go to any taco place and they will always have soft shell there, but it's different when it's like fried and it's a hard shell. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. Um, Hi Pyro, welcome in. I'm streaming on my new PC. I realized that the monitor I'm using must not have any speakers. At least I don't think it does. So, and I don't think my PC has speakers either, which is, I don't know, it's something I never once thought of. I was like, I'll deal with that later. So, right now, my solution to this temporary problem was to just hook up my headphones to Bluetooth and just crank the volume up. So, yeah. Let me see what I can do. So yeah, I do have to go make my parents dinner. Now, when they're gonna come home, I got no. It's a complete and utter mystery. Also, I keep looking at myself in like the little viewport, for the VTuber tracking because it's a lot better. I'm like, wow, you're like, ooh, it's a lot smoother too. I guess because my computer can actually handle it. Woo. Sorry. Oh, I did. Oh, wait, hold up. Since we're here, I don't think I'm gonna have time to draw, unfortunately. Although I really, 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 really wish I did, but I don't. I was messing around in YouTube Studio. I'm not gonna do this like legitimately, but it was just something I thought would be fun to show off. Okay, so there's so in VTube Studio, there there now is what's the word? I swear to God, I'm totally normal, and then my God, anytime I hit the start stream button, like half of my brain cells just leave, which is like a half of a brain cell. Um, but so they have hand tracking now. It's really like glitchy and stuff. I don't think I've seen people really use it. Um, like I mean, well, as in it's hand tracking for webcam, which is a little janky at times. So I found this free asset that somebody made out of the goodness and kindness of their hearts, and it just hand track. I did try to set up the colors, but there's probably about like 100 different layers, and there's not an easy way to go about and change the colors. It's really unfortunate, and I was like, well, I don't really care. I'm probably not gonna legitimately ever use it, but it was fun to play around with. So I'm gonna have to turn off my tracking just for 2 seconds. Okay. So I think if I put my hands up, it should track it. I think it's gonna look really. Yep, there it is. Okay. Let me see if I can go adjust it. So like if I'm holding up my hand, it can kind of move, but you know it's not meant to be like good. I feel like because I feel like if you want to do actual hand tracking, you would do the what is it called, like leap motion or whatever. Hang on, I know this looks bad. There we go. See now I have like this is just so weird because it's like human hands. But yeah, it's not the best, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. It's not like it's not like I'm making shadow puppets on stream or something like that. So, um, yeah, it was just something funny. I do love how these hands are like really like blocky almost. I don't know how to describe it. Like they're so detailed. They even got like the tendons. If it'll like show the back of the palm. Come on, you know that this is the back of the palm. Thank you. So like it has like the tendons and stuff. I mean, they did a really good job. I mean, this is also free, by the way, so I was not gonna be complaining. Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if we just kept them like the size? Like those are my astral hands, my TV projection hands. They're not my real hands, but they're the spirit of me and my hands. I don't know. I have seen a lot of people do they did finger gestures to activate expressions, which is I thought was very interesting. So yeah, that was fun. Maybe I'm gonna scale these down. But they did a fantastic job with the friggin' like hands are difficult. Ugh. You know? I mean it's really only good as the tracking. So I you know, they did an absolutely amazing job. Okay, I'm having too much fun. I regret nothing. Look at my Woo! Okay. So yeah, I know that there's like 3D tracking software that uses your webcam. Also, I'm sure it's similar levels of jankiness. Um, but I'll probably look into that. Not that I have a 3D model, but I just want to see to test it out. Because it'd be interesting. Because now I can actually, now my computer can actually run all this stuff, which is really exciting and great. I like that. Um, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. At this rate, I wouldn't even be shocked if my parents come in to the house and they're like, "Oh, we already ate dinner." I guess I'll text them. Actually, I'll go text them. My big hand. Sorry, that crack. I can't get over that. I can't get over that. That's hilarious. I have seen at least one person that's done they did okay, I'm sorry, I'm way too much. But I did see a lot of I remember seeing one VTuber that had like a a hand tail, which is like a tail that has a hand at the end of it. And that was tracked by their own hand, which I thought was very interesting. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Um, yeah. I just texted them to see where they are because I have no idea. Hey, Darklight.
WHZ, does V have a giant hand? By
I do have a giant hand. Well, the reason I have a giant so I looked up free what was it? YouTube Studio hand tracking software or not software assets because I just wanted to see how good it was, and they have these hands that they would normally work on a human model, but whatever. So they're really big because I wanted to just show them off. I could scale them down so that way they don't look as like weird, but I mean it still looks not right. But that's okay. I just thought I'd test it out. Doesn't hurt. I was joking that those two giant hands, those were like my. I was astral projecting my hands. Can I get them lined up? Oh my god, why is this one so far away? Can I get them close? Oh my god. Maybe I'm just really. Hold up, wait. I swear to god, if I move one, I'm gonna move the other. I think that's probably how it works. Yeah, it is. Bummer. We could have tiny little hands. Would that'd be weird? I don't think there's anything around like there's no way around the weirdness of it, and that's okay. I'm just testing. So yeah, it's the tracking's not bad for like webcam stuff. I mean, you kind of have to be gentle with the movements. Like you can't go crazy like you could with the head. But yeah, I'm glad to see you in Zipper. That's exciting. Sorry, I'm like literally holding up my hands to the webcam by the way, because I think if I had them down where I normally would, they'd disappear. So it's really unnatural for me. So yeah, I'm glad I like found this because I really wanted to test it out, but I knew that my laptop couldn't handle it. How's the new PC treating me? It's actually not bad at all. It took me what felt like an entire day. So, but it was an entire day split up between yesterday and then today of just trying to set the actual PC up, not like physically like plugging in stuff, but more so the what's it called? The like transferring files over. That was a pain in the butt. Clip Studio Paint, they made you like jump through hoops to just like how do I say this? Like Clip Studio Paint was probably the most straightforward in that once you figured out how to do it, it was really simple. But it took me forever to figure out how to do it because I didn't know how to do it. So that was frustrating. And then there was also what was the other one? Oh, OBS. Oh my god. There are a couple things that aren't correct in the OBS stream. You guys might pick up on them. They're really small, really minor, because thankfully I'm super smart, you know? And I had mostly everything set up in the same folder. So it was like all organized, like all the assets were organized and stuff. Um, so yeah, that was exciting. Oh god, I'm stretching. Oh god. Wee. Sorry. Um, you might need to lay down. Oh yeah, cause wait, like retire? Is that are you gonna retire, Zipper? You'll be like, I had such a successful career as a manager. I wanna give this role up and give it to somebody else who deserves it more than I do. um. So yeah, I am just okay. Well, I'm waiting for my parents to get home because they wanted me to make dinner. I was like, I can do that. But I have to make kebabs, which involves a grill, which is something I haven't used a whole lot of, so I don't know. That is true, Zipper. I have noticed that, but that's because people. What, God, what is it that people do? Oh, right, they like grow and change, and they like improve as a person. So you're fine. I was doing store bought kebabs where it's like they already make it, you just grill it today. Oh my god, I forgot about the hand. It was getting me scratching behind my ear. Hold on, can I move this up? I want to move this up. It's a little bit like. Can it get me picking my? No, it can't. Well, maybe if there's like head tracking, but not right now. So yeah, the only other thing I haven't gotten set up that I really want to get set up is the Twitch integrated throwing system, which is something I had bought a while back on my old PC.
Oh,
Never used it.
brother, this guy stinks!
Who was that? Oh, yeah. So I gotta like rebuy that because I don't know if there's an easy way to transfer the program because it's done through like I forgot what it was. It's like an indie gaming website or something like that, and I don't mind like giving more money to the creator at all. So I just gotta rebuy that. Um, kind of about it. Um, I will be very interested to see. Is it just me or does it sound like sound stuff? They do sound a little strange. I would agree. I'm not sure how to fix that. It's not like I had any filters on. Actually, let me go log back in to alerts. I think I want to assume it's sound alerts. Maybe it's not. Because that was another thing. Is like I went back in and I tried to log in to all of my normal stuff that I log into. But maybe I didn't log into all of them. But yeah, it does sound kind of scuffed. Although also I'm not listening to the audio through any dedicated speakers. I'm just listening to it on my headphones at max volume because I don't think anyone has speakers. Like I don't think the PC has speakers and I don't think the monitor has speakers, so I'm kind of like, oh, well, I gotta figure something out. Okay, I logged into Steam Elements and Sound Alert, so maybe it'll be better. I don't know. I still gotta figure all this stuff out. It was like most of it. I feel like was straightforward, but not all.
TRSDGHFGHDFGHDFGJGHJ.
Wow. That was poetry. Poetry in motion there. It sounds better. Hi, Tacolotto.
V trapped me in her basement. Help, PLS.
Don't listen to them. I didn't trap anyone. I don't even have a basement. I don't have a basement. No basement, man. Do these hands look like they would trap someone in the basement? Look at them. They're non-working hands. They're princess hands. They're smooth as butter. Look how well manicured my nails are, guys.
She is lying.
I'm not lying. Like on the see, look how delicate and dainty my fingers look. It's crazy. I gotta read this. Wait, let me see if I can. If I'm touching my nose, it's not that. I mean, it's not meant to be good. It's. I still feel like it's more just an experimental like tracking feature. Um. So yeah, I need to go because I need to make dinner. Mm, there is one setting I'd like to change, and it's my eye movement, but specifically the up and down, which is gonna be the Y movement. You're gonna head to bed? Yeah, please go to bed, man. Okay. Have a good night, man. Oh, that's not too bad. It is only midnight, but you should still go to bed. I need to go to bed early too, man. I got work tomorrow. Ugh. Ugh. Not a fan. So yeah, I'm gonna go make dinner. I'm gonna come back, assuming I don't pass out. I'm gonna go. What was it I was gonna go do? Something. I'll figure it out. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Wow, this head moves so crazy. Oh my god. Wow, I've never had it move this fast. This is wild. Oh my god. Wow. Sorry. My head's gonna hurt. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting a little bit dizzy. uh, anyway, I'm gonna go. I will be back streaming later. I definitely will be drawing because I have a lot of. I got work to do now. Yay! So I'm gonna go do that. But first, I'm gonna make dinner for my lovely parents, and then I'll do, and also laundry, which I really don't want to do, but like it's gotta get done. Okay, but bye, guys. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it.